today's very important. Today marks 50 years to the day President Johnson sent the Voting Rights Act to Congress. And that's why I and my colleagues are here today and find it fitting to gather to discuss this package of bills that further the purpose of the Voting Rights Act, as well as the California Voting Rights Act, and that prevent and prohibit actions that dilute the votes of minority communities across this state. We stood up for equity and opportunity and justice in 1965 with the passage of the Voting Rights Act. We did so again in 2001 with the passage of the California Voting Rights Act, and we continue to do so today. And that's why we're all here. The California Voting Rights Act of 2001 was intended to protect the right of every Californian to elect a candidate of his or her choice by moving from at-large to district-based elections. However, not every district is created equal. And when local governments draw the lines, a number have divided communities of color and gone against the spirit of the CVRA. Currently, there is no recourse to challenge these districts because the CVRA does not apply. That's why I joined my friend and colleague, Assemblymember Luis Alejo, in authoring AB 182 to protect minority communities throughout the state, to safeguard all Californians' constitutionally protected right to vote, to end voter discrimination, and to ensure that our local governments truly reflect the diversity of our great state. I would be remiss not to mention that my district is one of the most diverse districts in all of California, with an almost equal percentage of white, Latino, Asian, and African American populations. And in my own election, I was proud to be able to break a historic barrier by becoming the first Filipino American elected to the California State Legislature. It is in our diversity as a community and as a state that we find our strength to fight for social, racial, and economic justice, and to govern and serve effectively and knowledgeably. But this can't happen unless all of our minority communities are fairly and adequately represented in elected office. Let's do everything we can to ensure that the integrity of the California Voting Rights Act is upheld and that all of our votes count.